Live from New York, this is EXP's Probate Mastermind. Okay, today we do this meeting every week on Monday, and what I try to do is bring one of the 11 ways to make a sale in probate real estate. And I identify 11 different ways, go to my YouTube channel, 11 different ways that you can make a sale. And then in this class, I go through weekly one of the 11 ways in a little more detail. Any one of them, you could take one of these and master it the rest of your career, I believe, and make a huge living off of it. We're going to take one today. Living trusts, attorney referrals. Now, last episode we did living trust consumer referrals, how to get consumers to give you business by teaching about living trusts, how to avoid probate. And today we're going to talk about how attorneys can help you, how you can earn attorney referrals. I have to say, the number one thing I think realtors look for is how to get a stream of referrals from attorneys. And today we're going to talk about one of the most effective ways I know of. Okay, so there's 11 ways to get a sale in probate. Today we're going to talk about number 9, living trusts to generate attorney referrals. So what I would say is that we reach out to attorneys from referrals. And what do I mean by that? Okay, so attorneys for living trusts. We previously talked about how you need to reach out to your past clients, contacts, and find those that either need living trusts or have them, need them updated, or don't have one, need one, and we need a place to refer them to. Today, what I want you to do is in your market area, reach out, and your goal is to find 3 living trust resources for your database, for your clients. So we talked about how you want to have your customers and find out, and your prospects, if they need a living trust and how to get that. And so now we want to convert those leads into business. So what we're going to do is we're going to call the customer, we're going to call the attorney who we've identified as a prospect. Now, how do you find them? Google search them, watch them on YouTube. Again, you're looking for somebody who's maybe that middle tier. They're online, they're developing business in living trusts in your area. And you call them up and say, hey, let me go back a second. The clients who have living trusts give you the names of the attorneys that got them from. We're going to call those attorneys now. So if you have 200 past clients, centers of influence, people you met open houses, and you do the number 8 step, which is you call all of them, and you find out who they got their living trust from. Those that do, of the 200, maybe 30 do. Of the 30, you're going to ask them the following question. Are you happy with them? Do they do a good job for you? Oh yeah, our attorney, Betty Boop, is the greatest. And you say, well, you might have called attorney Betty Boop, and for other clients like you who might need her services. And they'll say what? Yes. So you call them on the phone and say the following. Hey, I was just talking to our mutual client, Betty Boop. I sold her house. Apparently you have a living trust with her. I didn't realize at the time. But I specialize in probates, in real estate, and I come across other clients like them that need a living trust from time to time. And here's the key phrase you want to ask. Are you still taking clients for living trust work? Or are you still writing living trust? The reason you say that is it shows them you know a little bit about their business. Not all attorneys who start doing living trusts continue to. Living trust work is like first-time home buyers in real estate. New attorneys start there and try to graduate towards more sophisticated business. And so what I'd say to you is, you ask that question, most attorneys are going to say, what? Yeah, I'd love to have more business. And then the next step would be, I'd love just to pop by and meet you. Now, I understand we're in COVID, so you have to figure out what that means to you. Pop on a Zoom call if you're not meeting people. Just so I feel comfortable when I do refer somebody to you that we've met. Most attorneys will meet somebody for lunch. You're not asking them for referrals. Never ask for referrals. You're just calling them to meet them with the referral you developed from your client. And at that meeting, you thank them. You mail them a handwritten thank you card. If you do a pop-by, you call them back and invite them to lunch. If you went to lunch, you call them and thank them for time, invite them again about a month later for lunch. Now, I'm covering a lot of topic real fast, but that's the basic when you have a referral from a client. Then what do you do after that? So the next step is you want to search for attorneys who are developing their own business, either online or live. Now, pre-COVID, attorneys would hold events in their office, weekly, monthly, come in for a free presentation on living trusts. And what you want to do is contact those attorneys and say, hey, I'm a real estate agent. I have clients who need living trust from time to time in your area. And would you be okay if I invited some of my clients to come to your event? What are they going to say? Of course, yeah, I'd love to have them come. So you now are marketing that attorney's event. And what you want to do is call your past clients, call your center of influence. As you talk to prospective buyers, do you have a living trust? No, you need one. You might want to come to this event to find out why it can help prevent you from going to probate for the property you're about to buy. What you really want to do is sign people up to their event if you can. Maybe create your own registration page so you can track your registrations. The pro tip is when you're able to work with them on their marketing team. And that's what I've done a couple times pre-COVID, where I helped them set up an Eventbrite page. I helped them confirm their clients' phone call registrations. And some clients, we would ahead of time say, by the way, do you own real estate? If you'd like, I can pull the deeds for you ahead of time to verify they're in the trust, not in the trust. If you're going to move them to the trust, you'll have them handy and ready to go. And most clients appropriately appreciate getting copies of those deeds. So on your own clients, of course, you want to confirm registration and pull the deeds for them if they have property. But the gold is if you get the attorney's clients as well, if you can earn your way into that by helping them register people or just doing the administrative work and helping them. Offer to be at the event. I've gone to those events and met clients, the attorney's clients, shaking their hand. They like to have somebody there. They asked me to say a few words as to why it's important to avoid probate, the costs that they're going to avoid. I'd be ready to talk about that. So you want to search for local attorneys who are doing trust marketing, both in person and online, looking for events, Zoom calls, Facebook calls, Eventbrite, Meetup, all places where attorneys do this locally. And you can help them market it, help them market to your clients, help promote that event in your social media, and then again, offer to provide to them sales support, confirming the registrants. One thing I've learned about events, you increase attendance if you call people who register. When I run my Probate Weekly, up until recently I've been traveling, but I call everybody who registers, leaving them a message, sending them a text. I use KV Core to do that. But I call them personally because I find that if I call somebody, they're more likely to attend. And so you offer that to the attorney as well, that you'll call people to help encourage them to attend. And then offer to pull the deeds trust for them for free. So, and then the last part is you want to do they have a pre-meeting materials that they want the client to complete? Make sure that they get those materials, make sure the customer's completing the material. And that's really it. And so what I want to say is you could make a living doing nothing but calling every attorney in your market area who is putting on marketing events for living trusts, whether live or online, being their free administrative support, in the process earning the real estate business of both the attorney and the clients.